our trips, I think you would get it. Just by showing you the picture, I wouldn't have to explain it.
Jamie, what did you say in your video? In your part of it, what do you say?
I'm like, oh, no way, for real? Harley.
I'm just like, what does he say right there?
I was like, I can't do. I kept doing it over and over, and it wasn't matching right. And so I was like, what would I do if I was just naturally talking to someone? And I looked over the cubicle, and I was like, what? No way, for real?
That's awesome. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks for joining us. I gotta find. Have you guys already done the share?
I've not. I
kind of gave up on the share about 2 weeks ago, to be honest with you guys.
Really?
Because I was dealing so much with all the behind the scenes stuff over here that I was like, I just can't do it.
So do you want me to just tag you in this?
Yeah. So I don't know if you remember me asking all that. Like there was a few days there where I was like, guys, can you just tag me in it, please?
Yes, and every time that you tell me, I've already shared it. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I thought it was just for that one time. I didn't know it was for the rest of the time.
No, I was asking for a lot. No, I didn't ask specifically for each time, but I was just like, man, I just got too much going on in the background. Like whenever I'm trying to share screens or set up the, and you remember that one time we had that really challenging troubleshoot behind the scenes at the beginning of the show? Like it was after that episode, I was like, I'm beat. I can't keep juggling everything. I was like, I'm just going to focus on this and does that. So I'll reshare the, I do enough sharing, I feel like, before the show. And the days before when I'm making the promos and everything else. So I was like,
you like, if they're not joining now. So
no, it's not that. I really should share, but I just get too. I don't know. I just get too that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Whatever the word is, you get too much that.
Yeah, I just got to focus on one thing, kind of.
Oh, so yeah, so that's just like a guy.
Yeah,
I can do one thing at a time.
Right, I can do one thing really good at a time. So I'm gonna do that and make sure it's perfect and awesome. And so I feel the viewers shouldn't have to suffer from me wanting to share. So I'm gonna focus on making sure that the content's ready to go for all of them.
Well, look at you considerate person.
And that's why you're in charge. Did I get it? Did I get it right?
You did.
Good job.
We figured it out today that whoever's in the studio first, whichever is in top left, we have to reorient ourselves to say which way we want to talk to each other. So,
and I still have to just look at you guys.
Yeah, you just got to keep your plurals, like just pronouns. You just got to keep your pronouns in good, because it doesn't matter who's where.
And I need to stop crossing even when I think that I'm doing one way.
Exactly. You got to own it. See, you got to focus on the one thing and do it to perfection. You got to be like, I'm totally focusing on you and just you. See, I did
my focus is broken.
Good, huh?
It's broken a long time ago.
Hey, so I'm going to go ahead and do our plug for our business of the day.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Now you can.
Now we're good. Okay. So this is Bailey Turpin with Turpin and Associates. They are a family-owned and operated insurance agency that has been connecting drivers, homeowners, and business owners with affordable insurance for 3 generations. As fellow car collectors, business owners, and residents of West Texas, we are passionate about protecting the members of our community. We offer the following types of insurance: auto, home, rental, property, business, collector car, and life. And so that's Turpin and Associates. We will put their information in the comments so you guys can check them out if you have any insurance needs.
Awesome.
Unfortunately, that is direct competition for Miss Sandy. but
is it really?
There's more than enough business to go around.
So Lubbock has a population of almost 300,000, and we have maybe 3,000 agents. I mean,
there's nothing. There's more like 350,000.
Huh?
I thought it was like 350,000.
Probably when tech is in, it probably hits that mark. But whenever just the standard residents, it's probably right around 300,000. So
sweet. Bloomington Normal has 120, 130.
Whoa!
Between both.
Between both.
Yeah.
How many?
130.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 70 for normal and 90 for Bloomington.
So you have more than one stoplight, then, is what you're saying?
Right. Except 3.
and a million potholes. You Bloomington normal folks know what I'm talking about because it's ridiculous. Right now, with all the things that's going on, they need to be filling potholes. And I'm gonna get off my parapet because then you get started. Y'all don't understand up here, guys. You don't get the snow and the freezing and the salt that messes up you get freaking giant potholes up here in Blono, like ridiculous. Like there's a fund in normal where if you screwed up your car or your tire got flat or whatever, you call the city and they'll pay for your repairs. That's how horrible it is up here.
Really?
Yes. Bloomington
Wow.
won't. Bloomington won't. Won't you, Bloomington? You hear me talking to you? I live here, and you won't do that for me.
Bloomington, give us a call so we can discuss your issue.
Come on, Bloomington, put it together now.
I'm a little
put it
salty
together
on that one. I'm a little salty.
Okay.
He brought.
I don't have enough for it, but I got it.
How big is your desk? Okay, let's just talk about these dimensions.
Exactly. How many props can you fit on that desk?
Sandy's looking around for her.
I'm like, what do I have on here? Let's see here. Oh, look. Okay, I got fingernail clippers.
That's gross. Don't put those up there again.
I got a screwdriver.
I can't wait for the show to be over because I got my controller.
Oh.
I don't know if you can hear the music. I'm playing Maneater in the background.
Sorry that we're going to interrupt your gameplay.
That's okay. I paused it.
Go ahead and make this.
I evolved to a teen shark now, and so now I can take on the alligators finally.
Oh, snap. That's what killed you in that video you sent us, isn't it?
Yeah. I was like, it scared me too when it got me. I was like, holy crap, it just started.
Oh, that was your video? I thought it was like a trailer on YouTube.
No. It was mine. I was getting around. I can't figure out how to do it yet, but it was that game's pretty awesome actually. It's pretty fantastic.
Well, I love the trailer of it. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Your video. Love it even more.
Yeah. That's me getting killed.
Yeah, it's him getting killed for the first 5 seconds and then 15 seconds of loading screen.
I didn't know how to do the record on my PlayStation, and so I was like, is it recording now? And then when it stopped, I was like, oh, it was recording. So anyway.
Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness.
I'm used to Xbox just recording 30 seconds after I double tap the X button. And it's
right, and I was like, okay, so is it loading something else? Am I going to see some type of cutscene? And no.
Yeah, no.
And see, and this is how much of a gamer I am. I didn't even know all that was going on. I was just watching it, thought it was fun. I had no idea you were having issues.
Sweet. You're going to be my main audience now, Sandy. Okay?
He'll send it your way.
Yeah,
totally. Send it to me. You know, I'll thumbs up it and love it.
Yes, love that. If everyone could thumbs up it and love it, make 7-Up yours.
Right.
It makes me think of. So, guys, I think let's get started because we've actually got. We hadn't even shared about today's date, but we got some teacher appreciation. I want to make sure all you guys who are with us right now know we will be doing some teacher appreciation because we got some submissions today. I think they're cutesy, fun. I hope. I didn't even look at my daughters. I'm a little scared of hers.
And I have my sons. So I think we should share our favorite teachers first, or one of our favorite teacher stories, and then instead of like our day, because mine was kind of boring. So.
Well, just because yours was boring. Jeez.
Okay. So I went to work for a couple hours, and then I came home, and then I went to a photo shoot, and I got 15 mosquito bites on my back because I couldn't cover my back with mosquito spray.
That sounds so silly.
And then I came home.
I'm like, I just
took a shower because I smelled like mosquito spray.
Like, how does that not work like that, Joe?
Because I can't tell, dude. I'm like. I'm as flexible.
I mean, the spray should
I'm as
be
flexible as an iron rod. Okay, so like going this way, that not gonna happen. And
we're gonna need to do some flexibility. If you are a flexibility coach, please,
right, exactly.
Please reach out to Joe.
Please help me because
help him.
I can't even people like you should be able to reach the center of your back. I'm like, how about the middle of my neck?
Right. And even that, I'm pulling a muscle.
Right, and that really hurts.
Joe's like, I gotta save my trigger finger.
Yeah, it was just
screw
crazy.
that.
That's his number one.
It's shutter finger. There you go.
That's what I said.
Okay. All right.
Shutter Island.
So how was your day, Sandy?
What did I do today? I mean, besides the work, I think my day was good. Yeah, we didn't do anything. Oh, we went. We had a lunch, not at Evie Mae's, but we picked up Evie Mae's today. You know how good that barbecue is?
Man, that's some good stuff.
Really?
Good stuff. When you come, Jamie, that'll be my treat.
Aww.
Evie Mae's barbecue.
If they don't run out, and
if they don't run out.
And it has to be, what is it? It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are the only days
is it only just half week?
Yeah, they're not open all week. Yeah.
Oh.
You know how I know that? I learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
Well, whenever they were very first open, we would drive up there like, all right, today's going to be the day. And then they would be sold out.
You're right.
And it's like just now lunch. How's that even possible?
Yeah, they sell out so fast. I've heard they've been selling out even faster now. With just
because everyone's going to pick up.
Yeah, and they just order big stuff, big orders of ribs or whatever.
Why not? Right?
Might as well.
Yeah.
Shoot.
So we ordered enough for lunch and then leftovers at dinner, so nobody cooked today, and the kitchen is clean.
I didn't have as much luck. I got home and the kid was making slime, and I was like, "Oh God, help me!"
Was it slime with glitter?
No.
You haven't expressed to them how much you hate the slime.
We're not going there right now. We're not going there. Hey, Mayo, thanks for coming in. Orlando's for him, he says.
Orlando's is good. Oh, I love their pizza. They get good pizza there.
They have some green things that I used to eat. What is it called? Tortellini. Is it tortellini?
Spinach. Oh, no.
Is it tortellini?
Could be. I think it's tortellini.
Spicy tortellini. So good.
And the mafia queso.
Spicy tortellini.
That's funny because the key says, "Why do you call it spicy? It's all just spicy. Like you would just call it food there, right?"
No, they have a. I think.
You know what I mean?
Maybe I don't know why we call it spicy. Maybe it isn't. All right.
Oh, I remember when I ate there and I loved it. I loved Orlando spaghetti and their lasagna, man. And I'm a simple kind of guy, so I like just the basic stuff. You can do those good. That tells me that the stuff that I'm going to pay for later with the special nights is going to be worth it. And so they did that stuff legit.
Yeah.
Man.
Now I'm getting hungry.
I know. I was like, man,
Right,
today's not Food Friday.
Today's
guys.
not Food Friday, is it?
It's Food Wednesday.
We should have done what Joe said now. Now I'm regretting not talking about the teachers there because at least that would have put us on the topic.
Right.
Here we are in 12 minutes.
So now y'all go be hungry the whole show. And what happened? See? That's what I said.
It's called Down and Dirty Tortellini.
Oh, yes.
In case y'all are wondering.
Yeah. And definitely try their mafia queso. That's good stuff. Mafia queso and their pizza.
Mafia sounds spicy too. Saucy. Yeah. Sounds saucy.
Saucy.
Anyhow, I had an okay day, but anyway, I want to get to talking about teachers. Going into it.
What
So
the? No.
I think my idea is for us to start talking about teachers. Sandy, you with me?
Oh my
then
goodness.
I also walked Johnny Cash today. Not really.
I declare shenanigans. I declare shenanigans.
You know what? I will give Joe credit because he did say we should do it first.
Where's the power word list? I'm looking for the power word list.
I'm flabbergasted.
You gobsmacked?
I am gobsmacked that we did not start with teachers like I had suggested.
You know
I don't know where the list is. I'm out of words.
It's fine. So, we were talking about teachers, and I remember one of my teachers who was really nice guy. I felt so bad because I used to say the horriblest things about this guy. His name was Mr. Harris. And man, I was an unruly child to say, but he kind of gave me a chance and he helped me out. And I remember he invited me on this trip. We got to go to Enchantment Rock down in Texas, down close to San Antonio, I think, right?
Sure. Sure. Mm-hmm.
And
Never heard of her.
It's pretty awesome. It's this giant rock, and I mean, it's just gorgeous. Like we went caving through there, and I mean, it was just one of those times where you felt like the kid just doing anything and everything everywhere, and it was just like, man, really feeling one with nature. And you're in some tight places, and you're wondering how you're so high up, and you shouldn't be this high up. Something bad could happen, but it was a lot of fun, and so I really appreciated him inviting me on that trip. I never stuck with I think it was the Cub Scouts that he was a part of, but I never stuck with it. But for 1 year, I did go to a few like camping things and whatnot and had a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. And so
I just Googled it. It looks really cool. It is north of Fredericksburg and a little north of Crabapple.
That's what I said. Crabapple. Jeez. Darn it, Joe.
Yeah.
Can't hear that.
I apologize.
A mean tweet one time, and they said little Wayne looks like a crabapple. It was a mean tweet. He read it out loud.
Was he as gobsmacked as I am right now? Because I'm like, what?
I asked the producer for those words, and I go, "Could you please send me the list of words again, please?" And her response was, "Seriously."
Well, at least it was just that. I do.
Ouch.
I'm just like, "You're the producer, so produce those words that I need." I may have to be leaving the show a little early.
I was going to say you get produced to the head.
Uh-oh, Jamie, did you see what Miss Carrie said about the slime?
I'm with you, Carrie.
She said,
Good Lord.
Hi, May.
Yes, I am with you. I want, yeah.
So go ahead.
I was saying, I was at a friend's house and the kids were playing with slime. It was time for us to leave. We get home and I'm taking my jacket off and I'm like, why won't my jacket come off? I was like, what's going on here? And I was like, Takisa, babe. And she comes and she helps me get it off. I'm like, what is happening? San Antonio. I was like, what in the? And I'm like feeling on my back and I'm like, and so I had to take off my shirt and my jacket, and there's this giant glob smack of blue glitter slime, and I'm about to lose it, guys. I'm about to DMX lose it. Okay,
You're about to Samuel Jackson up in
yes. I was steaming, and I even got on the phone and I texted the family's house. It was like, I told you I hate slime. Why did you let the kids play with slime? I was so hot, and I was ready to throw them away. But Dr. Pineapples is one of the most amazing women in my life, and so she comes out saving the day. And 30, 45 minutes later, she got all that stuff out. I was like, "How did you do it?" And she's like, "I just took some ice and just froze it, and it kind of like the whole peanut butter to the hair, gum to the hair thing."
Yeah,
and I was like.
So a slime is awful. Luckily, my kid never has wanted to make it. But one thing that you will just Google Bunchums and read the reviews on Amazon. Jamie, stay away from it, especially with your girl's hair. But anybody, Google Bunchums, and if our producer or assistant could put that in the comments, I mean,
Bunchums?
Seriously, yes, Bunchums. Stay away from Bunchums. And if someone gives you those for your kid, it's because they hate you. I'm not even kidding. Those are not friends.
They're not friends. Our friendship has ended.
Yes, and that's how they're ending their friendship, by giving you Bunchums.
No, I clicked on the thing and it scared me.
That's the proof.
Yes.
Can I share it without being in trouble?
Yeah. I think so.
That's Bunchums, guys. That looks scary to me.
Those are Bunchums? Okay, now pull up some reviews. Oh my gosh. It's awful.
Are we looking for the 3-star reviews? Or are we looking for the 5s?
Warning, very dangerous.
Warning. Yeah, very dangerous for all.
Oh, okay.
Read it.
While the product packaging does display warnings about the danger of entanglement in hair, oh my God.
Yes.
Don't say that. It seems ridiculously understated based on the potential pain and suffering this simple toy, rated for ages 4 and over, will inevitably cause. Based on the reviews, photos, and other user feedback, it is surprising that this product is still available.
There's people that have posted pictures of having to chop their kids' hair off. I mean, it's awful, guys. And those seem
oh my gosh.
Yes.
This seems like a bunch of fun, but it turns out to be a lot of counting to produce fragile creations. Oh my goodness.
And that's not even
that is
hair.
Embedded in there. There's no way that's coming out.
That thing is entangled. When I think never mind, I'm not even gonna go there, but let me just tell you. Jeez.
Oh yeah, that's
And that, kids, is the lesson for today.
Yes.
Yes.
Stay away from Bunchums.
Stay away from Bunchums.
And if you want friendships to end, give those out to their children.
I might remember that one, actually.
That's crazy. Who do I not like?
Right. I'm gonna start investing in Bunchums.
Be like, babe, I got your coworkers some gifts.
Right, exactly. Do you really hate them? I got the perfect gift for you.
See, I'm with you, Brenda. I'm not gonna stay on the slime thing too long, but yes.
But it's already gone and taken over at least 5 minutes of the show. So
all right. So look here, Rain. You'll start us off on the right track now. Shout out to two best teachers I know, Brenda. I guess that's Brenda Rodriguez, who we just listened to, and Sandy. Love you both.
Love you, baby.
Hearts.
What?
She said hearts.
Hearts.
That's what my girls are always doing. They're like, Daddy, do this with me. I'm like,
I teach the school of hard knocks.
yeah.
Right, exactly.
Tell it like it is.
Tell it like it is. No, that's a no.
So man, teachers, seriously though, they turned into what? We realized that they're probably some of the best superheroes out there this last few months, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. But really and honestly, I've always appreciated teachers.
Yeah.
From the time that I had to put my kids in school, God bless them, because I mean, y'all know my two. Oof. And I mean, they had to seriously earn that little paycheck that they make.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm like, every time I think about it, I'm like, I didn't need this to happen for me to appreciate the teachers more. Because every year I'm like, what did y'all need? You need some more toilet paper? I'll buy you more toilet paper.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, what else do you need? Ask me for extra stuff. They're like, Teacher Appreciation Week. Here, let me get you a basket. Boom. There you go.
Yes, I'll sit there and pour orange juice for Teacher Appreciation Day. I've done that a couple of times.
Yep. I'll help you manage the party. I've done my share of all those things because I'm like, yes.
Okay, well, I was never room mom.
Neither was I.
No.
It's kind of a physical impossibility.
Right.
We did it for Balana, my oldest. And then after that, we said, no more.
You were room mom?
Aww.
Yeah.
That explains so much now.
We actually weren't even room mom. We were in charge of a holiday. I believe it was Halloween. We were in charge of the Halloween party. And then after that, we said, okay, we're done.
Really?
We're not going to use this anymore.
So I was always the chaperone for like field trips and stuff like that. And I would always, I'm not even kidding you, get stuck with the ADHD bunch. And my kid was included.
You're
and that's
so
why
blessed.
I can say that. we missed out on, we were at the museum, the Texas Tech Museum. Is that what it's called? Over there by the Ranch and Heritage Center. Well, they all went into the Moody Planetarium, and I was trying to look at everything, and we missed our time slot. And so the kids were so devastated. Oh. Then we got lost. One time when I was chaperoning, we got lost in the maze. So we could not figure out how to get out. And, I mean, we had lots of adventures, me and my little ADHD bunches. And I was the one yelling, don't hit anybody with the corn. Yes, Alex, you were the best kid ever.
You were something. That's true.
Best kid ever. No.
Alex had this one teacher this lady was mean.
Really?
Yes. And when they told me that this lady was mean, I was like, my kid needs her. And so her name was Mrs. Weiss. And she's retired.
Balana had her too. Yeah,
Man.
And that was Balana's favorite teacher.
Yes,
she's a battle axe.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's a battle axe.
She was like, so when Alex first went in there, she was like, our first parent-teacher conference, she said, your kid is disrespectful. He crosses his arms and he doesn't pay attention. And I was like, what? I was like, well, we have him cross his arms because he can't sit still. And so our second conference, she's like, okay, I've learned Alex. She said, you're right. He crosses his arms and he props his feet up because that's what helps him pay attention. She said, I have him limited to 3 questions a day because he had lots of things to ask. And so she put him like on a routine. Like, you have 3 questions to ask me. You cannot ask me anything else. You cannot blurt. And so she was awesome. I mean, she ended up being like one of the best teachers that he ever had. You did not break her.
No. You and I remember that very differently. That's what Mom
Yeah, Balana loved her.
Aw.
And Balana said that she was her favorite teacher, and I was like, "Isn't she mean?" She goes, "She's mean to the kids that don't do what they're supposed to do."
Yeah.
And so, but she goes, "I loved her. She, she kept the class in order, and they learned things, and they taught things. So she she really
Yeah,
liked
I
Miss
mean,
Weiss.
she was one of those that commanded attention and you got it. And so, yes, somebody had said, you don't want her. And I'm like, yes, I do. The meaner, the better.
Exactly. Yeah. When you think of Battle Axe teacher, that was her.
Mhm.
Yeah. She was tough.
Yeah.
She was really tough.
And then Alex also had, or Cade, he had Mr. and Mrs. Garza. He had Mrs. Garza in kinder, and then he had Mr. Garza in 5th grade. They were husband and wife, and they were both the most energetic, the nicest, and those were the ones that stick out for me for him because they were awesome. I mean, they made learning fun. They made their parent-teacher conferences fun, and they didn't they were very understanding when it came to their Mrs. Garza was in 5th grade. She was like, I can tell exactly when I lose Cade in class. And I'm like, oh, can you? She said, the minute the air conditioner comes on, because she always had all these things hanging from her room. She's like, the minute the air conditioner comes on, Cade is gone. He said, Cade can tell me when Mrs. So-and-so's class has gone to PE, Mrs. So-and-so's class has gone to the library. She said, but I'll ask him something that I'm talking about, and he can respond. I'm like, oh, isn't that interesting?
That's exactly it.
And so I was just like, well, the apple didn't fall far from the tree there. So anyway, so we've had, Friendship has had some really awesome teachers for both my boys.
Oh, they both went to Friendship.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And
Is that where the kids go
Kate's
to
still
for
going.
each other?
Yeah, my kids are in the Friendship District as well. So, yeah, Miss Weiss was good, and then Kiki was the quiet kid. So I don't think she even had like a favorite teacher or anything. I don't even think the teachers even knew that she was in the class half the time. She was so quiet. I was like,
And she was okay with that.
and she was okay with that. But I would like to read Jet's favorite teacher letter that he wrote to his teacher. And her name is Emily Hart. She is the what teacher is it? They teach, what does she teach? Oh, tech apps, which is like a computer class.
Oh, cool.
Ms. Hart, I would like to thank you for being my teacher for this year and everything you've done for me, like always helping everyone, including me. Thank you for helping me learn on how to code and problem solve. Thank you for always being kind to everyone and making sure everyone gets a good grade. You always are thorough and make sure everyone gets the thing you are teaching. Thank you for selling lollipops and Girl Scout cookies. You've been one of the best teachers I've ever had. And I would like to thank you for being my favorite teacher.
Awesome.
So, Miss Hart, or if someone knows Miss Hart, Miss Emily Hart, please let her know that Jet really loved her class. So, I think part of it had to be with the computer thing too, but
Right. Screen time.
Right. But I really, for him to say stuff like that, it's really good because he hated his classes this year. Man, it was tough. It was a tough transition this year. Yeah. And I don't think it was the teachers necessarily. I think it was just some of the kids in his classes were not the best, most attentive kids.
Yeah. Tell me about it. So we moved from Lubbock to Wolfforth, Cade's 5th grade year. And I tell you what, that was the toughest thing that he ever had to go through. And me as the parent felt so guilty, but Mr. Garza, who was his 5th grade teacher, he made it, he helped turn his year around because he started off just rocky. And Mr. Garza, we had our parent teacher conference, and I explained to him, like, we don't go here. Like we knew nobody from Bennett. And he just said, okay. And so he just kind of took Cade under his wing and just, helped him be successful. Cause I mean, we started out with, not passing any classes, and that had never happened.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
So
was.
that change in environment was really
Yeah,
tough for him.
yeah, and then we would walk down the halls, and it was awful because no one spoke to you. You know, it was just somebody else going through the halls, and of course we'd been at Northridge. You know, Alex left Northridge, Cade was there, and so we knew everybody at Northridge, even if it was just a wave. And going to this new school for him, and then I had told Eric, I said, man, I just want to transfer him back, but they were full. Northridge was full, so we couldn't take it back. But anyway, like I said, Mr. Garza turned that ship around for us, and to this day, Kate still appreciates that, Mr. Garza.
That's cool. So is this true, Sandy?
Yeah, probably 75%. I'm not even kidding. This kid graduated. They probably just pushed him out, to be honest. I think he had 55 missing assignments, and that's not even an exaggeration. Alex, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah.
Wow.
We didn't even know if he was going to graduate, like till the day of graduation. Like, I'm like, are you walking this day? Like, we had no idea. We just prepared just in case.
Just in case. Alex, come on, man.
Yeah.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Yeah, tell me about it. Why do you think the chancla was used so much?
So you had to get 2 pairs that year.
Hey, listen, he's the reason I have a collection.
Oh, and then Carrie came to his defense. That's okay. I had a science teacher in high school who decided he hated me from day one. I literally sat out in the hallway every single day except test days.
Ouch.
Yay!
Yikes, that's awful.
No kidding.
Man,
oh my gosh, y'all need to hear this story. One time when I was not a good kid, okay, let's just go ahead and put that out there. I was not.
I don't believe it.
I was not a good student, and one time, and my kids don't even know this. I was trying to take an exam off of the teacher's desk so that I could write my answers on mine. Not a proud moment. I don't condone that. Right. So this
it would have been if you gotten away with it.
This teacher of ours, he like ran after me. He's like, "What did you grab?" Because I went up there and was all smooth and was not as smooth as I thought. And he like had me in a chokehold trying to get me to give me whatever it was. I mean, he was on the verge of retiring. He did not care one bit what happened. But anyway, so yeah, a teacher did get me in a chokehold.
And you probably deserved it that time.
Oh, for sure. Of course, I totally deserved it. And do you think I told my parents?
No.
Because then I would have got doubly chokeholded.
Right.
But anyway, we were awful. I mean, we were awful kids. Those annoying kids, high school kids that you see in school. Yeah, that was me. Probably worse.
Probably worse.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Jamie, oh God, I got plenty of stories. Just keep it.
I believe there's plenty of stories.
Let's get to our viewers' stories, right? Is that where we're at?
Yeah.
Let's do that because they sent, since you fixed it.
So I don't know if you can read it well, guys, but I'll read it off and then you guys can comment on it. But here we have, I asked 4 questions on our form for the teacher appreciation. The top 2 were required, and then the bottom 2 were not required. So it says, please share with us a teacher you would like appreciated on the Social UnDistancing show. What is the name of the teacher you want to be appreciated? So first up is Mr. Cale Bridges. I didn't ask for who submitted these either. So Mr. Cale Bridges says, why would you like to show appreciation to this teacher? It said, because he was able to create such a welcoming environment, made you feel like you belonged, taught you in a way that made help students at
all levels
of learning understand the material. He would also celebrate the little and big wins that you made in the classroom. He is so inspiring and cherished by all his students. So this teacher can be found. He teaches sophomore and senior English. Currently assistant principal at the, I'm not sure what FHS 9th grade
Friendship
center
High School. Yeah, so Friendship is so many students. They have a 9th grade school, and so it's just not. It's full of 9th graders.
Just one building, and it's brand new.
Weird.
How old is it, Joe? 3 years?
Yeah, it's not very old at all. It's just crazy how big that school district is.
Yeah.
But that is really cool. So I liked what they said that he celebrates. I don't know if it's a he, but that wrote this.
They.
But what they said was he celebrates the big and the small wins for the students, because I think in this day and age, if a student isn't so used to not being barely getting things done, and then no one's really paying attention to that, then they're like, well, why am I even going to try?
Yeah,
So,
you're right.
I appreciate that very much. Mr.
Awesome. And thank you for submitting that on Mr. Kel Bridges.
The next one says the name of their teacher was Mr. Joey McLean. Why would you like to show appreciation for this teacher? He's such a cool teacher. He creates such a trust and respect between him and his students. He is continuously showing students different ways that they can better their artwork in such a positive manner. He was one of my mentors, and he is one of the reasons why I chose to become an art educator. He welcomes all students and creates such a positive learning environment for all students. Everyone loves Big Mac, and he's such a positive influence to all of his students.
Oh, that's cool.
I know who wrote this.
Yes, I think
He teaches art at Friendship High.
Oh, awesome.
I will tell you, my favorite teachers were my art teachers as well. I think they just have a different way of doing things, obviously, and I loved it. So, but yeah, that is really cool. Trust and respect. He is continuously showing.
Yeah, they really built this guy up.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying that's great.
Right.
Right. I'm just like, are you saying that's bad?
No, sorry, no. I think that's great. I like when if you have a lot of words to share, it means that there was a lot on your mind with that person.
And he's called Big Mac.
Yeah. Here we go. The name of the teacher you want to be appreciated was Miss Danielle. Daniel?
Mrs. Daniel.
Daniel.
Okay, thanks. Why would you like to show appreciation to this teacher? One of the best math teachers I've ever had. And this is at Friendship Middle School.
That was my kiddo.
Oh, nice, man! If you can teach math, especially the way they're supposed to teach it now, and those students love her for that, man, that's much props.
Yeah, I love my wife for that, because when that math homework comes home, I'm like, math was already hard to begin with for me, but I'm looking at this and I'm like,
I'm
give
the
up.
same way, Jamie. Like Kate, I'm like,
I'm so sorry.
if you ever wanted to know what I look like when I'm done, just give me some math homework.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I look at that thing like, oh.
I'm like, I can get you the answer, but it's not the way that they teach you the answer.
That's what I end up doing. And I'm like, this is what I got, kid.
I was like, I don't know if that's going to work for you or not. So
we had
ask your sister.
We had a friend, they're from Mexico, and she was teaching the girls how they do math in Mexico. And it was even different and challenging. And I was like, how does she teach you? And I looked at this and I was just like, what?
Can decipher it.
I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
What is this hieroglyphics?
I was like, what? It just boggles my mind. But my wife, bless her heart, she's like, I don't know it either. But she comes in, she's YouTubing and teacher websites and everything. And then she's like, 5 minutes later, she goes, okay, I can teach this at college level now. What do we need help at?
Wow. Yeah. Thank goodness.
Yeah, exactly, Sandy. I'm glad they have their mama.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right. Next one. This teacher's named Sarah
Ballou.
Thank you. Sarah Ballou. And why do they want to show her appreciation? Because she's the best 7th grade math teacher. Tolerated a lot.
That was my kiddo too.
You can also find this this teacher at Friendship Middle School. Man, your kid really likes math, doesn't he? Or the math teachers.
Didn't get that from me.
Yeah.
This kid loves science. He loves math, and I'm like,
I'm all for science and technology. Math, I wish I loved.
He loves all that stuff.
But in the house, so the way that we divide up the work is like the Kisa gets like all the math, and actually just the math, I think, because she's really good at that stuff. But I don't mind tackling everything else. But science and English, those are my 2 favorite subjects to tackle, especially English.
English.
Number 5. What is the name of the teacher you want to be that wants to be appreciated? Miss Boaz.
Mrs.
That's what I said, Mrs. I don't know why you never listen to me. Why would you like to show appreciation to this teacher? She showed the most patience. She showed kindness and compassion. She knows that I am very, very smart and only wanted me to apply my vast intellect to something that will help me for the better. I promise this was not me who wrote this. Okay, but I like how the kid talks.
I know one guess, and
the teacher can be. It says, so if you care to share with the teach, feel free to leave the school name and grade. She taught English and was a great mentor on control over my emotion and anger. She helped realize arguing will get you nowhere, and the principal's office is not a fun place to me for 3/4 of the semester.
I wonder who that is.
Just think about it.
Yeah.
Well, okay, wait a minute. So is it 3/4 or is it 65%?
Well, we also
75%.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Love that kid.
That's
Number
awesome.
6 here. What is the name of the teacher you wanted to be appreciated?
Oh, nice.
I didn't read these beforehand, so
Hi, May.
Daddy or hi, May? Give me a minute
now
here.
I feel bad because Rain was like,
Give me a minute.
on there.
Like, okay.
And I'm like, I think Jamie only wants certified. Sorry, Rain. Go and fill it out.
She said, why did you want to show appreciation to the teacher? He's the best dad you could ever know.
Aww.
That's stinking cute, guys.
That is stinking
You
cute.
just frame that.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
That way, when you try to teach her a lesson, you have your teacher appreciation.
I am the best dad you ever,
Yeah.
best dad you could ever know, kiddo.
You remember, it's right here in black and white.
wrote it. Your words, not mine. And then finally, what was the name of the teacher you want to appreciate? Dr. Emmett Lathrop Brown. If it wasn't for him, I would be living a normal life right now, but thanks to him, I was able to have one of this time experiences and things the normal person would consider geeky. He was an almost famous inventor. Go to O'Reilly Auto Parts website and look up part number 121G to see his crazy invention. Thank you for everything, Doc. It's not, and then if you care to share where they teach, it's not really where he teaches anymore, but rather, oh, never mind.
What?
We need to look that up. I want to see it.
I feel like this is something. It's something that y'all say on time travel. What's it called?
A time loop?
Yes, a flux capacitor. That's. I'm like, I know I've heard that before.
It's Dr. Emmett Brown. Did he?
What did it say?
What did he say? Because I thought his name was Emmett Brown. Emmett
Dr.
Lathrop.
Emmett.
Oh, it was
Oh,
Dr. Emmett.
That last row threw me off. I was like, I guess this is.
Yeah, that threw me off too. I was like, wait, I don't.
And then it got all weird over here too. Anyway, I was just like, okay.
He said, out of this time. Read it again. He said, out of this time.
But thanks to him, I was able to have out of this
time experiences.
Oh, I thought it was supposed to be like out of this world or time of my life.
No. Out of this time because he used the flux capacitor.
No, that was the name of the car. You remember on the license plate, the name of the DeLorean was out of time.
Oh.
But look at that.
I've never watched the movie, but I know that someone had shared that on Facebook about that flux capacitor at O'Reilly's.
Look at the material compatibility as plutonium.
Look, non-functional item displayed for entertainment purposes only.
That's funny.
Oh, that's...
Who did that? You creative, funny people.
1.21 gigawatts.
Probably again, right?
Plutonium is not available in O'Reilly's Auto Parts.
Your local plutonium.
Yeah, because somebody used to say, "I'm sure in your time, plutonium's just sold at the corner store."
Look, it even said, it requires a stainless steel body of an 8183 DeLorean DMC-12 to properly function. Once the time machine travels at 88 miles per hour, light coming from the flux capacitor pulses until it becomes a steady stream of light, at which point time travel begins.
Man, that's so funny. That's funny.
Thank y'all whoever did that. That's hilarious.
Thanks for appreciating that, teacher.
Dr. Emmett Lathrop Brown.
I want to share one of the teachers that I wanted to highlight, and it's this woman right here. So this is my youngest, Eden. This was years ago, but I already forgot this woman's name, but it doesn't matter. Her reputation will precede her.
But you see her face, and that's who she is.
That's who she is.
Miss Campfeist. That's who she is, Miss Campfeist. So, guys, I'm talking to everyone here real quick. Is in Normal, Illinois, at Calvary Christian Academy. First, let me tell you real quick. Eva was in first kindergarten, pre-K, whatever that was.
Several different grades.
And we went to that school. I won't name the school because we still live here and the school's still there. We thought it was going to be great. And this teacher was a challenge. She unfortunately had lost her daughter. And so every year in the anniversary of her daughter's car accident that she didn't make, she would have the children in this pre-K or kindergarten class do these arts and crafts that had to deal with the colors that her favorite colors, and the car accident.
Oh my goodness.
And it was like when my kid came home and I was kind of like, I'm trying to understand what you're saying, kiddo. What's going on? And then my wife and I talking and was like, oh my gosh, what? And she did, apparently this was it was just crazy, guys. Okay. I mean, and she had already checked out actually. When I remember having a parent teacher conference with her, and she was just like, you could just see it on her. You could just tell in her words. Like, she's just done. And we were like, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm just done.
She just said it. She's just like, stick me with a fork.
She's like, I'm just ready to go.
Oh, wow. Poor lady.
Why are you still here then? She's like, I don't know. And it was like, so it burned us so bad that the following year, for the next 5 years, we sent our kids to a private school. And it was this Calvary Christian Academy. And this is where we met Miss Campfeist. And this woman, guys, is one of the most amazing women I have ever had the pleasure of meeting. Sorry.
I was like,
ever had the pleasure of meeting. And she has the perfect balance of love, care. All the kids love her. All the kids go to her. She's fair. She's right on everything, and she listens, and she even has a rabbit in her room. Peter.
That's what you're about to say, in her hat. I was like, what?
And she only teaches, I think it's pre-K, and so I always tell everyone, I'm like, you've got to go to Calvary for pre-K or kindergarten, whatever grade it is. I'm like, go and just go for this woman alone. You will feel like you will measure every teacher by her, and you'll wish this woman was like your mom, your grandma, your aunt, the teacher you hired. She's fantastic. She's awesome. So, Miss Campfeist at Calvary Christian Academy.
Shout out, Miss Campfeist. Awesome.
That is awesome.
Yep. Sorry for ruining all my things earlier. Y'all were watching all my business.
I mean, I was like trying to read it.
Right. Sorry, I sent that to you though. I was like,
thank you.
We got the list of words. The producer produced the words.
Now we got to use
them.
So she handled the doohickey or whatnot.
Yeah, she's great at lollygagging around.
Right, exactly.
Over there on her whatchamacallit.
She's a a great whippersnapper there.
She used to make me through all the time.
Oh my God.
So I'm going to tell y'all one more, and so she's been on my mind. She just recently passed away.
Okay.
And all the Morton people, if anybody's watching,
You better not make me cry, Sandy.
Huh?
You better not make me cry. Okay.
Oh, okay, I won't.
Okay.
Christine Palvido. Okay, so she was our music teacher in elementary. This lady went all out for our music programs. I'm talking about like when we did Christmas. I mean, we did Christmas. One time she taught us taninkling, which is like a Filipino dance.
Joe?
Joe, did you ever taninkle?
Yeah, just before the show.
We did like Spanish. She taught us de colores, which I don't know the lyrics to now. I mean, she was like, now when my kids started doing music programs, I'm like, what is this? Like Mrs. Palvito would have done it right. It was just, oh my gosh. I'm telling you, we went all out. I wish that we would have some of those. And I'm sure some of my other friends, their parents recorded their stuff. But I'm telling you, like she had this, we had the risers. And then she had something that was like a shape of a Christmas tree. So we would all be in the Christmas tree. It was all lit up. I mean, this lady was phenomenal.
You were the star, weren't you?
Huh?
You were the star, weren't you?
Yeah, right. I was probably a lump of coal down.
Black sheep number 2.
Yeah. Black sheep. Reindeer poop.
Ouch.
And anyway, so she was just amazing. And, you know, God rest her soul, she recently passed away, but she was, I can't even tell you. And we just loved her. We also had this awesome PE teacher, Mrs. Jones. We did like butterball, throw out your own trash, clean up your own backyard. We had this huge parachute that we would, I don't know if y'all ever did that.
Mm-hmm.
We get under the parachute.
Right.
But she also did scooters. And one time, you had to sit on this little scooter, had 4 wheels, 4 of those little wonky wheels.
Oh, right.
And one time they paired me up with the biggest kid in school. I was the last one to finish. That was a very traumatic experience for me. And here I am trying to push this kid. I finally got him there, and then it was his turn to push me back. So I held on to that scooter, ran over my own fingers.
Oh.
I mean, I was always doing something. I was always getting hurt somehow or other. But anyway, Mrs. Jones, man, she ran a tight ship in that gym, and we always had fun, except when we had to do like chin-ups and stuff like that.
Anyone else thinking of Me and Mrs. Jones song in their head right now? Because that's what's playing for me.
So I have a funny story. It's not my favorite teacher, but it was funny because whenever my senior year of high school, I actually transferred from Clovis, New Mexico to Lubbock, and I went to Monterey High School. So I had to take some classes that most seniors don't have to take because they didn't transfer over from Clovis, New Mexico to Texas. So one of those classes that I had to take was PE.
You gobbledygook.
So, yeah, it was unbelievable. The I'm looking for a word. The canoodle I had to put up with.
The rest of your classmates
right, exactly. So I'm the only senior. I wasn't a tall kid or a big kid or anything like it, but I was the only senior in the PE class. And our most PE teachers, they don't give a crap, right? They just like, go run, whatever.
Yeah.
But this PE teacher that I had actually gave a crap. And so he would keep, like, if we had to make sure we were in the mile in so long, the 800 in so long, you know, we had to do so many push-ups. Like, he recorded everything. And I was so mad because this was supposed to be a blow-off. I'm a senior. This is supposed to be a blow-off class for me. I'm not supposed to go in and sweat or whatever. This is just whatever. And so I came home, and my uncle asked me, he goes, "Hey, how was school today?" I was like, "Man, I really hate my PE teacher." And he's like, "Really? Who is your PE teacher?" I was like, "Some old man named Magel or something like that."
Schmagel.
Yeah, and he was like, "Coach Magel?" Yeah, that's him. You mean the winningest baseball coach in Texas history? You know, the one has a field named after him. I was like,
really?
You're like, yeah, the same one.
Yeah, that's the same one. It's like, I don't know how he is about a baseball coach, but I hate him as a PE teacher.
Sure ain't playing baseball.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so my uncle was just like blown away that my PE teacher was Coach Magel, the winningest baseball coach in Texas history. So
is there still a field named after him?
Magel Field is the baseball field for Monterey High School.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I didn't know this because I was from New Mexico. This old man trying to make me work in PE.
There's a man who took his job seriously.
He took his job seriously.
No kidding. And there you were, like, just smacking him, gobsmacking him in the face.
I felt like a nincompoop.
I'm sure you look like one too.
You're like, what even is a mile?
Right.
Yeah.
I still declare shenanigans. But,
Ultimate.
It's malarkey. A bowl of malarkey.
Total.
Oh
Well,
my goodness. Well,
I just want to say well.
Right.
I like to do those things to see how y'all respond to them sometimes.
I'm just
So,
like,
I'm just gonna cut this.
just kind of lean
right
into
here.
it a little bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna just kind of do this little thing right
Yeah.
here.
So why did you pick a Christmas tree as your? Oh, because Sandy was talking about her Christmas.
Yes, because
Ah.
she was saying she's the compoop, the reindeer poop.
Did you think she's a reindeer poop?
I didn't think she was the reindeer poop.
Whatever. Y'all knew I
I
was.
said, I'm the one who said she was the star.
Thank you, Jamie. Joe said I was.
Oh.
Yes,
Oh.
I said she was the star that sits up there at the top.
Y'all know what? She even had us, we did like a Native American and Texas thing. I can't remember. It's been so long ago. We even made vests out of the brown paper sacks.
Yes.
Mhm.
I mean, and she made us like wear those down. Like this isn't going to have corners or anything or shoulder pads. Like, she made us wear that down and made it look like animal hide.
It's like you need
She
to
did it
keep
good.
rubbing. That's good.
She
Yeah.
did it
Yeah,
good.
I'm telling you, man, she went all out.
It was a way to keep you busy because you were the trouble kid.
Yeah. And then I had to wear she made me wear braid
You
my
were
hair.
the dingleberry.
And girl,
You were the dingleberry in the class.
Jamie, you might want to look at that definition.
It doesn't have the definitions; it's just the
I know.
words.
Yeah.
I'm just taking them as nouns. So
He's been a little persnickety, so just tell him to.
better
Just
be
tell-
persnickety than cod swalloped.
So anyway, they made me wear my braid because I was the little Native American girl, and I had to part my hair in the middle and do braids. Y'all know how much fun I got made of.
Yeah.
Oh my
It
goodness!
was awful. Me and my brown sack that I had to wear that day as an Indian. I just had traumatic experiences.
Traumatic.
Coming out. Let's come back. So, you know what? This is gonna be one of the coolest times. So we're talking about teachers, right?
Let's do it, Joe.
So we can do a short 10-meter run, and then I would do it.
10 meters.
If we're doing a dash, I can win in a dash, but
Let's try it. Let's see.
you know what?
Challenge accepted. You said
Oh,
You think you can beat me in a 40-yard dash?
Yes.
You know I'm Asian, right?
What does that have to do with anything? You can math. I mean, that's what that means.
There's always that one Asian kid that's better than you, okay? Right here.
Okay, we're doing it for the show. Joe and I are going to race. The assistant will record.
Jamie, you got to come down and record us.
Alex, I'll be calling you here soon.
Right. Okay.
Wow, Sandy is challenging me to a foot race? Really?
No.
Is it really a challenge, though?
You said, and I quote, I can beat you. So I'm like, oh.
Well, I said in a 40-yard dash, yeah.
I don't even know how much 40 yards is.
You didn't say 40 yards, Joe.
Yes,
What are you
I did.
lying to her?
We're going to rewind
You
the show
said a 40 meters.
after in the post show.
Right?
What?
Is that what you said?
He said
Oh,
40
Eric said
meters.
110. Not really. All I know is that we are going to race and I'm going to beat you.
Okay.
I got to practice. Piper, we got to practice.
40-yard dash, we need to practice. I can only do it one time because after that I'll die.
Well, what if the recording goes incorrectly?
Oh, you know what? This
No.
is a little secret, Sandy. So I actually purchased a Mavic Mini. So it'll be able to chase us while we're running. And then we'll have a bird's eye view of when I win.
Okay.
What if it beats you, though?
Do what?
What if it beats him, though? What if the Mav Mini beats him?
Yeah, beats us to the finish line.
No, it's
No,
not.
beats Joe.
No, it'll follow us. You can set it to where it'll follow us, and we don't have to actually do anything.
That's cute.
Yeah. So
That's precious. Okay.
My
You heard it here first, Joe.
you
and
heard
I-
it. We will find a track. We can
Yeah.
race I know
Heritage has a great track.
Okay, perfect.
We go there and practice. That's how I know.
Okay.
Hey guys,
So we're running.
I really
it's a
appreciate
showdown.
you guys coming here tonight with us and hanging out with us and giving some appreciation to the teachers. It's always a blast. But I hope you can join us tomorrow night because we have a fun guest coming in, guys. Her name is Kellyanne, and I called it the Botox episode, so I hope that's not stepping on anyone's toes. But she actually, I'm afraid to say it because I don't want to mess up how she said it, but she deals in Botox and fillers, but then she's going to teach us about this new health thing that she's going to be doing that has to deal with like vitamins and supplements where they put the pill into your body and it slow releases over X amount of months to give you that supplement.
Suppositories.
I don't think that's what they are. You know, funny story about that though. I was in a meeting with my employer.
Funny story about suppositories.
Yes, and we were in there, his BAs, all of us, and he was there, and he was like, "We need to collect all this information, and we need to put it in a suppository so it's always there for us." And I was like, "Oh God, please don't say anything. Don't say anything else because I am all my willpower to not laugh." And I sat there, and I was like, I'm biting my lip, and he was like, he said it one more time, and I was like, "Oh my God, don't." I didn't say anything, guys. I just let it slide. And then we left, and I ran to a room as quick as I could, and I just started laughing because I could not believe he had just said we needed to put all this information in a suppository. That's what he said. So I've been waiting to share that story for years.
Oh my goodness!
I'm glad we were able to get that off your.
You're welcome. So, and they come back Friday night, guys, for our Food Friday episode. Hope we can really lighten your evening out with what we got planned Thursday and Friday. Okay.
My face hurts.
So, as usual,
remember to wash your hands
for at least 20 seconds.
You filthy animals.
Have a good night, everyone. Thanks.
Thanks. Oh my goodness. She said suppository.
What? It's such an old word. Have y'all ever had a suppository?
Never.
I am not going to answer that on live. Are we still live?
No.
Live? Oh my gosh.
You lie. The devil is a liar. I just don't know why this won't go away.
It's
What
like,
is it?